What is up, everybody? J Nell here with two movie reviews. I'm not going to follow my normal minute format because I'm not really doing any MMA or For Me to You videos this week, so I just wanted to give you something a little bit lengthier to grab onto. So I'm going to do two movie reviews in just kind of a normal review format. They're a little older, but they're still in theaters, and I liked them both, so I just had to talk about it. I've just been busy working crazy hours and blah, 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 blah. So first up, the one I saw more recently, which is The Magnificent Seven, directed by Antoine Fuqua. And I really enjoyed this movie. It's just fun. First word comes to mind, fun, fun, fun. Starts immediately. It's an adventure, pretty simple plot line, but it doesn't need much because it's a character-driven movie, and of course it has an all-star cast, starting with the villain, because you know me, I like strong villains, and it's Peter Sarsgaard. So he is a great, nice, strong, creepy villain. He comes to town. Bennett, the chick Bennett, who's not your normal damsel in distress, she gets behind a gun, she does the darn thing, she decides to fight back. So he comes into town, kills a bunch of people, says, I'm coming back, give me your land or I'm gonna kill everybody else. Basically, she reaches out to the Denzel character, the Chris Pratt character. They put together this Magnificent Seven. You have Ethan Hawke, you have D'Onofrio. Again, great cast, ensemble cast. You do have Denzel kind of at the helm of the movie, but everyone really has equal time, equal roles. Everyone has their moments. Everyone has their comedic moments. There's plenty of comedy throughout this entire thing, whether it be the language or the physicality. There's lots of violence, lots of gun shooting, lots of fantastical, unrealistic action sequences, which is kind of why I like the fact that in the end, yes, they win, spoiler alert, but most of the Magnificent Seven dies, actually. Majority of them die. And I of course didn't like that because you like all of them, but I appreciate it because it gave the movie a little bit more weight. Again, there's a lot of fantastical things that happen in the movie, so it kind of balanced that out, kind of left a more lasting impression on me, because you leave, you're like, yeah, they won, but dang, almost all of them die. You know what I mean? And in the different ways that it happens, and you don't see it coming, and so that added more weight, more substance to the movies. Again, it's fast moving, even though it's almost 2 hours. The soundtrack is great. So again, I just really liked it. It's fun for the whole family. Small children, people do die. There is language and things of that nature. So you might want to watch out on the small children. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's super fun. It's fresh. It felt original, although I'm pretty sure that it's not original. It just felt that way, probably because I'm not familiar with the original. So I totally recommend it. Boom. Next up, I'm gonna take a little time with this one, is The Mechanic Resurrection, directed by Dennis Gansel. It happened like 2 months ago, so I'm late. I'm sorry. But you know that Jason Statham is my action guy, and The Mechanic is actually one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite action movies of all time, like top 10, probably top 5. The first one's him and Ben Foster, and it's basically the relationship between the chemistry between him and Ben Foster, and these elaborate creative kills, because they're assassins. And so that's basically what the first one is about. The relationship between him and Ben Foster, the elaborate kills. Donald Sutherland's also in it. There's betrayal. There's a family. They have this brother, mentor, mentee, father-son, weird relationship. They haven't seen each other in a while. So it's really, what I enjoyed about the first one is the relationship and the kills. So with the second one, I was like, there's no Ben Foster because he's dead. So I'm like, there's no Ben Foster, so I don't know. My hopes aren't up, but they did good enough. So let's talk about The Mechanic Resurrection. It's him and Jessica Alba, basically. He's retired because after the whole Ben Foster thing, having to kill someone that he actually loves, after having to kill the father who he also loves, who's his father too, he retires. So he's in hiding, basically. I believe he was in Mexico. This guy who knows who he is finds him out, or smokes him out by Jessica Alba's character, who just happens to find who's the perfect type of woman that they know is going to fall in love with him, or that he's going to fall in love with. So bypass all of that. Let's just get the movie going. I admit it was stupid. So let's just get the movie going. He finds out that Jessica Alba was sent after him, but he loves her anyway. And so they're like, if you don't want us to kill her, because she works with children and stuff, she's this angelic character who's been held against her will, basically. So if you don't want us to kill her, we need you to do 3 major kills to get rid of our competition, because they're like drug lords or gun runners and stuff like that. And so, because for a minute there, it was like him running away from these people, trying not to be found. And I was like, if I don't get an elaborate kill, I'm gonna go off. So I was nervous, because it's about 30-45 minutes into the movie before I realized, okay, okay, here come the kills. And they delivered on the kills. The first one is in this like submarine prison off in the middle of the water, and he has to make it look like an accident. So he has to get into the prison basically and get out. It's ridiculous, but everything that I wanted. One of the things I like about the mechanic movies is that stuntmen and strings rather than a bunch of CGI. So it's refreshing in that way as well. So first scene, great. Second scene, they tried to top the infamous high rise outside the building scene with him and Ben Foster, of where the kill actually went wrong. It got busted up. They're trying to kill the cult leader. They're trying to get away. They're outside the building, running alongside the building, going through glass. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's one of the most amazing action sequences I've ever seen, actually. And it's because it goes wrong. So they try, you can tell they tried to top that with the scene you probably saw in the previews with the pool that's hanging outside the building, the high rise outside the building. And he drills underneath the pool and he's hanging up underneath the pool. So they kind of tried to top it. It was a great scene, but it did not top the one with him and Ben Foster, because he pulls off the kill flawlessly. So it's just really cool. You don't have the anticipation and the what's going to happen next. Is someone going to die? How they're going to get out of this? Is the, on the edge of your seat. But it was pretty darn cool. So the third kill is after Tommy Lee Jones's character. So I'm like, okay, here we come with another heavyweight actor. Give me something here. Because, you had the Donald Sutherland, so I needed another gentleman like that. So you got Tommy Lee Jones and... Sorry, I'm giving it away. Spoiler alert. It, came out a couple months ago. So they don't get to the Tommy Lee Jones character because he's able to get underneath the thumb of the person who's controlling him. Basically, he's able to get to him, kill him, fake his own death, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't end up with the Jessica Alba character because they can't be together because there'll always be someone hunting them down. And so she goes off and helps the kids, and then he's off dead, right? But there's totally going to be a third one, because in the end, we see that Tommy Lee Jones's character figures out that, oh, he's not dead. He sees him on the video footage escaping the plane crash, blah, blah, blah. He's not dead. So it was good enough. It was good enough, because I real quickly just want to give my breakdown of what I think the third movie should be. So first off, Ben Foster shouldn't be dead. Okay, he shouldn't be dead. If you see the first one, he ends up killing Ben Foster's dad under false pretenses, who's also basically his dad, so he hated to do it. Instead of coming clean and telling Ben Foster about it, he ends up not coming clean about it, takes Ben Foster under his wing and trains him as an assassin. Ben Foster figures it out. Hey, you killed my dad, but I love you too, so I hate to do this, but it's principle, GP, basically. He tries to kill him, is unsuccessful, and then Jason Statham has to kill him because he knows, he's like, this kid's going to be trying to kill me the rest of his life. I got to kill him. Boom. So Ben Foster tries to blow him up at a gas station, but Jason Statham rolls out just in time. And in the end, Jason Statham ends up blowing up Ben Foster in his like classic car. So I'm just saying, if Jason Statham was able to survive that, why can't Ben Foster? Just even if he's all mangled and all third-degree burns all over his face and all messed up, let's just say Ben Foster survives the explosion. Okay, work with me. So Jason Statham, he's retired. He's done. No more assassin. Tommy Lee Jones, like every other villain, wants the world's best assassin to work for him. He wants to control him. So he wants to get after Jason Statham. He figures out that Ben Foster is still alive. Ben Foster has, under a different identity, he's all messed up, has decided to keep on killing. He wants to become the world's best assassin. Since he was trained by Jason Statham, who was trained by his father, Donald Sutherland, he's basically the closest thing you can get to the assassin, Jason Statham, basically. So how this happens is Tommy Lee Jones finds the Ben Foster character, hires Ben Foster to start killing people around Jason Statham, because instead of just doing the whole damsel in distress thing, he's a lot smarter with trapping the Jason Statham. So Ben Foster doesn't realize he's killing people around Jason Statham, but he is. And then Jason Statham in his new life realized all these people who he's kind of close to are dying, and they're dying in ways like, he's like, you know what? I could have killed these people myself. There's only one person who could possibly be pulling this off in this way. But it couldn't be. He's alive? No. So then Jason Statham starts tracking Ben Foster. And then they find each other. Of course, they start fighting each other out and all that kind of stuff because they're mad at each other. But then you know what? They're like, you killed my dad. I tried to kill you. You tried to kill me. Even because we actually love each other in some weird sort of assassin way. So then they work together to try to go after Tommy Lee. And then to go after Tommy Lee, they have to go through a series of elaborate kills to get to Tommy Lee. Boom. Movie number 3. All right. That's just all I wanted to say. Nice, like 10-minute movie review for you with the prediction, which what I would think the third mechanic should be. So let me know what you thought of the Magnificent Seven. Let me know what you thought of the Mechanic 1, 2, and what you think the third one should be. Let me know what you think the third one should be. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Sorry for the super long recap, but that should last you a couple of days. Snapchat now. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.